I'm Aiman, and welcome back to one of my DIY and home improvement videos. Recently I've been working on a project to take this closet and install shelves in it. So I've already taken all these pilasters, installed them so that we can put these clips on them and make adjustable shelves. And this is so that my mom can store all of her appliances, because before this was a coat closet and it wasn't really an efficient use of the space, because now we store all of our jackets downstairs. So now that I'm installing a ton of shelves in here, which there's going to be a lot of them, there's going to be at least 7 or 8 shelves. That means that they're going to go all the way up here. And right now the only light source that's illuminating this closet space is the one that's overhead. Of course there's this one, but you know, that's a separate light switch. And once we put this all the way up here, there's not going to be a lot of light coming down here. So it's going to make it hard to see everything that's in the closet. While I'm here, I also mentioned, the closet looked a lot different before I did this job. So this was a bit of my sort of pet project over the last few days. And my mom had the idea to install this sort of vinyl wrap on these wooden planks. Anyway, without detracting from the video, we have a situation where we want to illuminate this entire closet. And an overhead light is not enough. That's where I want to introduce an idea that both me and my dad thought of separately, but ended up on the same conclusion. We're going to light the entire space using LED strips that will run down the entire vertical space of the closet. And that it could be on the inside, but right now we're thinking of lining it on this exterior room. First, let me show you what the LED lights look like. They're pretty bright, and we have the option to control the brightness in case it's blinding to my mom, because she's the one who's going to be using this closet most often. And we want to be able to install it on the closet, but the thing is we actually have no outlet that's near the closet or in the closet that we can plug this into. The only one that's close by is this one. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to utilize something already in the closet, which is that light socket up there. And so what we have is we bought a light socket to outlet adapter. It also has another light socket in it too, that we're going to take and install into the light socket so that we can power that LED strip, which requires an outlet from this overhead light socket. And if we want to, we can put a light bulb still, which is optional. But here, I'm going to take this setup and plug it in. And then turn it on. And as you can see, that light socket, which you would think could only power a light bulb, is now used to power something that can be plugged into an outlet. And the cool thing is that I can still plug the light bulb in on the bottom. And power both of them. So I've done a separate video just focused on that adapter if you're interested in checking it out. It's basically the same video as this one, but more general. And this is going to be cool. What we're going to do, now I can elaborate more on what this project is. I'm going to take this and I'm going to line this rim, and I'm going to take a ton of these wire management cables to get rid of all this wire hanging out and figure out the wire management a bit better. I'm going to take some other wire management that's like, hold on, like this one, so that I can use it to anchor the LED strips to the side of the walls. Actually, the nice thing is that the LED strips that we bought come with tabs to hold it in place. So if you're interested in buying this setup, I'll link it down in the description below. If you're interested in buying the socket adapter, I'll also link it down in the comments below. So if you're doing a similar kind of project, go check them out. So now the question is, how are we going to route this? Because there's only so much length in that black cable, and there's about 16 feet of length on this strip. So I have to figure out, how am I going to do this? Because I don't want to run the strip on the floor, and I probably can't start at a corner because the black cable's not long enough. So we have to figure out a good balance. And right now what we're thinking is we're probably going to try to run it as far down on the side as we can. And wherever it starts, you know, keep, wherever it starts, just run the light, then run it around on the bottom. That way we don't have to go on the floor. Go up the rim, then go back down the rim. And hopefully that consumes all 16 feet. And if it doesn't consume all 16 feet, then I guess we can just tuck it back there and run it back up. But that's the plan. It's going to be pretty simple. We just take these staples and we route the black cable to the wall, do some wire management, and then we take the staples for these and just easy as pie. Yeah, so you probably don't want to see me do this. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to take a hammer and knock everything in. So I'll just show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, so I'm back. I had a bit of a trial and error experience, but I finally got the LEDs up in a place where I think they would be good, just on the inside rim of this door. And there might be places where I should add tape instead of using the fasteners, because it doesn't stick to the wall in some places, so I might need to use tape. But following this down, we realized this is only a 16-foot LED strip, and that the door itself is about 7 feet tall or 6 feet tall, and this is 2 feet wide, so that already uses most of the 16 inches. So we have to take an extension cable and plug that in instead, route it down here, and finally plug in at the bottom. And this is handy because I want my mom to be able to access this remote to adjust the brightness in case she doesn't like it. So I want to put it as low as possible, and I want to put it lower than the pilasters, because what if we want the shelf to be at the bottom? So I think it works out pretty good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting the shelves on and come back later and show you what it looks like when it's all ready. All right, so here's what it looks like with all the shelves in. And just to give you a sense of what it looks like without the light. This is how it would look like if we only had that light bulb up there. You can barely see anything on here. So this is going to be a huge quality of life upgrade for my mom. Every time she comes in here and she needs to get something, she just flicks everything on, and she can see everything that she needs. And if it's too bright for my mom, which it's kind of too bright for me right now, it can go down to this setting. And even at this setting, you can still see everything that you need to. Okay, so that's where we're going to end off this video. It's just a nice little video to show you the project I was working on for my mom, converting her closet into a sort of a pantry. I mean, it's still like a closet, but now it has a ton of shelves. So my mom's gonna get a ton of use out of this. We're gonna maximize all the storage in this house. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And I'm glad to share it with you. So I'm Aiman. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I've got other videos on EyeOnAiman, especially the home DIY and home improvement videos. And check out that other video, that much shorter video on the socket to outlet adapter. And I'll see you there. But for now, I'm Aiman and signing out. Peace.